Clarecastle Community Plan, launched last Friday night by Minister of State Timmy Dooley. The Clarecastle Community Plan for 2025 to 2030, developed in conjunction with Clarecastle Tidy Towns and key local stakeholders, will aim to increase investment in the village for the coming years. The plan has set out a number of key pillars and actions, such as establishing a village that nurtures younger and older people, enhancing public realm, transport and tourism opportunities, unlocking the potential of the Roche site, and to support remote working and increase the confidence of young people to gain employment and stay living in Clarecastle. For more on this, I'm joined on the line by the Mayor of Clare, Paul Murphy. Paul, good morning to you.
Good morning, Alan. How are you?
Very well, and keen to find out more about the plan. But at first, the launch itself. What was last Friday night like? What was the turnout like, and what kind of reaction was there?
Joe, Alan, I am considering that we had such wonderful weather on Friday. We were kind of nervous that people might be gone out to the garden or gone off to the beach for an evening drive or whatever. So we had a full house at the school hall, well turned out. It was fantastic. As you mentioned, Minister Dooley was there to officially launch it. There was a great gathering from a multitude of organisations in the village, but also from the wider public or the wider population as well. It wasn't all just the men's shed or the GA club or whatever. There was a great turnout, both young and old, and we were fantastic. We were delighted with the response. And the plan, it was only put into people's hands for the main part on Friday evening, but people were looking through it and they got a talk on it as well to introduce them to it. It was well received because while it's a plan, it's not set in stone, but it is a guide on where we want to try and bring the village and the wider community in the next number of years. So we were certainly happy with the enthusiastic response that it got.
Okay, so give us a sense of what's in this plan, or a guide, as you say. What did it find out about the needs in terms of the future of Clarecastle?
Well, I guess it's kind of like the old Mars bar ad years ago. It for a better place to work, live and play, or something. I think that was a tagline that they used to use on the ad on TV, and that is the ethos of this. Really, is to make Clarecastle a better place to live, to work, and to visit. That's the end goal. We have many amenities. We've got a big population that's ever expanding, and that's a multicultural population as well. And I mean, we've got many nationalities living with us, and it's about setting a roadmap in place that encompasses as many people as possible. I mean, the days of Clarecastle, and while we're very proud of our tradition and being a magpie and the black and white, and we will never lose that, but you have to welcome the new population in as well, and to factor them into bringing the village forward in the coming years. So that's the end goal. Obviously, we also have the now, I call it the vacant Roche site. That's going to be crucial for our future as well. While you'd love to attract industry, there's no guarantee that industry will be attracted to it either. So whatever happens there, whether it is an industry or an industrial site, or whether it goes down the line of, it could be anything, because the zoning there is open, but that site is critical as well, that something does happen there, whether it's jobs generated, or whether it's a hotel, or whether it ends up being a greenfield park. God only knows.
Yeah, you've mentioned a few different options there for that, Paul. I mean, in terms of the local community there, is there any sort of consensus on what they'd like to see happen at the former Roche site? Are any of those options you mentioned gaining more traction than others?
Well, obviously, look, Roche were there for 40 odd years, or even more, 40 odd years, I think, and they were a huge employer, not just for Clarecastle, but for Ennis, for Clare, for the Midwest region. They were a huge contributor to community events. I mean, they were anything that went on in County Clare and beyond. Roche had a sign up. They would have contributed financially to the running of so many things. So ideally, the consensus is, we would love to see something there that would generate some jobs, because the jobs in turn obviously bring money into your community. So that would be the ideal thing. But not all of that Roche site is suitable for development either. There is a lot of it the landfill is being dug out at the moment, for example, that's not suitable for development. It's that's playing pitches or that's recreation, because that land is not you can't go pouring concrete there for all the world or putting buildings on there. That ground is not suitable. While it could be clean and the whole lot, it is soil. It's if you understand where I'm coming from there, Alan.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's to get that mix hopefully right. Yeah, it's ideally to get a factory or something there that would sustain the economy going forward, but also to make the most of a recreation area there as well on the shore of the river. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm sure you've been down to the quay in Clarecastle. Like, it's a wonderful amenity, and it's to try and open that up and make the most out of it.
What about the likes of the castle and the other heritage sites in Clarecastle, Clare Abbey, the quay and so on? How will this plan seek to capitalise on those?
Yeah, I guess it's to try and mix the whole lot together, to try and create a package that will entice people to come and visit Clarecastle for a half day, for a day, maybe stay over. The land on the Clarecastle Road that I often refer to, it's the Ballacafada land. It's found in Ballybeg Lake. That's part of the vision as well. We would like to see that being opened up to increase accessibility down to the lake. Hopefully get some fishing trips, even just walking trails down there. The potential is endless locally, Alan. And the south side of Ennis, which is Clarecastle, and call it from Éire Óg, the GA grounds, from there down, apart from Ballybeg Wood, there isn't a whole pile in terms of amenity. Well, we have the River Walk as well, of course, but it's how to try and get that all joined up together. You can have a fantastic amenity, and it's to try and, it's to make Ennis and Clarecastle more appealing as a destination, rather than just somewhere to stop for an hour or two on your way through on a journey.
And all of that, Paul, I mean, depending on what comes in for the former Roche side, and if the plan manages to successfully capitalise on all those heritage sites, they'll all help in terms of boosting the local economy. But were there any other avenues or ways in which the plan will aim to do that?
Sorry, can you just? I didn't fully pick up what you're getting at there.
How the plan will aim to bolster the local economy, aside from capitalising on the heritage sites and other ways, which you would imagine would help bolster the local economy as well in terms of their offering.
Yeah, well, I guess for any, and I'm bringing it back to the Roche side again. For any potential investor, they want to see that a community is working together with a vision as well. They're not going to just come in and invest money into a place. They want to see that the community is working together, that you've got a joined up approach, joined up thinking in bringing the place forward. That also obviously includes, like what we're going through at the moment in the County Council, the variation to the County Development Plan, where land has been zoned for residential housing. Obviously, that's badly needed. So, I mean, it all works together. Without more homes, you're not going to attract an investor or all that stuff either. So the plan is pretty. It's pretty strong in bringing all that forward. But it's getting funding as well. Naturally enough, government funding is critical for anything like this to work. But you don't qualify for government funding without your plan. So it's like the chicken and egg. You have to have, you can't have one without the other. So we now have a plan. We'll be able to apply for more funding, and it's all about making the place a better place to live and work.
Just finally, Paul, there was a focus within the plan on climate change. What are the goals there?
Obviously, to work closely, I guess, with the local national school, because again, for all that, I mean, and when I say all that stuff, I'm a big fan of it myself, but it's the younger generation that are so much more aware of what's going on with the environment. They are the ones that are really in tune with, sorry, the dog is barking. They're in tune with the future and how we can go about reducing the carbon footprint and everything. Like, there's great work going on through the schools locally, through Clarecastle National School and Flannan's, and in tandem with the Tidy Towns and all those projects as well. It's something that you have to have your finger on the pulse the whole time.
Okay, really interesting plan, that is for sure. Paul, thanks for taking us through that. Appreciate it.
Okay, Alan, thank you.
That's the Mayor of Clare there, the Clarecastle Fine Gael councillor Paul Murphy.